Brian Johnson is the chairman of the Marine and Maritime Steering Group of the Solent LEP and spoke about the Solent Economic Plan. Brian, what exactly is this plan?
Well, when the LEPs were set up to represent natural economic areas, the Solent obviously being one, we wanted to put together a plan about how to develop industry in that area, and clearly it needs to be focused on some national issues but some regional issues. And here some of the issues are, focus on our manufacturing sectors, focus on skills, focus on working with the key universities we've got in this area. And obviously in the maritime group we have particularly strong universities in this area and Lloyd's who have just moved here. So it's trying to pull all those together to make them work in a way that develops the economy for the whole region.
And how would you characterise what it actually proposes?
We're proposing to take specific ideas that will develop things, and also to take ideas that will develop things that people know about, and also to counsel some of the wider industries in this area, because obviously I'm with a big employer but there's some very small employers in this area, to work out what their priorities are and try and focus the LEP funding, because it's tough for the LEP because they want to help, but it's quite hard for them to work out what the right thing to do is. And so one of the reasons they've asked people from industry to get together on these groups is to help advise them what are the priorities for investment from an industry perspective, rather than what the kind of government's ideas might be remotely. So we're really trying to get the views of industry back into the LEP so that they focuses their growth plans.
And what sort of impact do you think we will see in the LEP area from this plan?
We talked today about training, and I certainly hope that we can coordinate training across the area, because again, training is one of these things and skills that affects all businesses. Sometimes businesses compete, but in this area we all need more people in this area. One of the things we discussed at the first steering group is what can we do to encourage more of the students who study in this area at the 3 universities to stay on and work in this area. And we need to make it attractive. We need to create a brand Solent that makes people think this is where I want to live and this is where I want to work.
And how do you think businesses should be thinking about things, particularly about engaging with the plan?
I think businesses need to look at the investment available and the growth deal that's been put on this area by the government and think, how can I use that creatively? It's quite hard to get government money because, quite rightly, it needs to be managed. This is taxpayers' money. But if companies stand up and look at it and work with the LEP and some of the advisors we've got on the steering board, they can make use of these schemes. And I think it's really good to get together the big employers and the small employers to see how those things can help. Because it may be that someone like me from BA Systems has got some process in place for, say, apprenticeships, which could help small employers who don't have the resources to set up a scheme for themselves. So we're trying to share that knowledge.
Brian, thank you very much.
Okay.